Miami took game one of the series 118-107, and the biggest question, who will be on the court for both teams? Miami's Kyle Lowry is still out for the fourth game in a row with a hamstring injury, and for Boston, Al Horford is listed as doubtful, and Marcus Smart is probable for game two. So Jimmy Butler was a force in game one, scoring the second most points by a Heat player in the conference finals, only behind LeBron James in 2012. So Butler's playoff run has been historic, as his 3 40-point games are the most in a single postseason in Heat history. So Smart, probable, definitely not at full strength. Knowing all of that, which team has the edge in game two, JWill?
I'm going to go with the home team, the Miami Heat. They're favored by Vegas as odds. But also say this, Marcus Smart is a pivotal piece to this team. The thing that concerned me, Monica, and I would have probably given the edge to the Celtics, is when I heard the report by Woj when he said, all right, he's now out of the walking boot. He moved around a little bit in practice, but it was still gingerly. And I know having Marcus Smart on the floor is a dynamic change, right? Jason Tatum no longer has to initiate the offense. Those 4 turnovers he had in the third quarter, it looked like he was dog-tired, right? Coming off the series, Game 7, literally days before. Miami had gotten more rest. I understand all that, but also he's the equalizer to Jimmy Butler. And I wonder, even having him back at 70, 80% is still a better percentage, because now you can't target Peyton Pritchard anymore. Right? Him playing 30 minutes, we all know what time that was. As soon as they saw Peyton Pritchard walk on the court, any hooper was like, oh, come here, Peyton. And it's no disrespect to Peyton. It's just what it is when you're going in the Eastern Conference Finals against guys like Jimmy Butler and guys who have a coach in Eric Spoelstra that will target the weakness of a link, right, to a degree. Now you can't do that with Marcus Smart, but still, I still give the slight favorite to Miami just because I don't know what version of Marcus Smart is going to come back and participate in Game 2 tonight.
Jay, I'm inclined to agree with you. It's not a wide margin if Marcus Smart does not play, right? And so I think one of the things that we've appreciated about this Celtics squad is their ability to bounce back after losses. They are 9-1 after their 10 losses in terms of the game after the loss, right? But you dig a little deeper into that, Jason Tatum in those games has not been without Marcus Smart or Al Horford. And so I think their ability to bounce is heavily contingent on who is available. Now, to your point, Marcus Smart, his attitude, his energy, his intensity, he absolutely sets the tone for this Boston Celtics squad. And if he's on the floor, I give the Celtics an opportunity to get this game here in Miami tonight, because I trust them not to turn the ball over again a gazillion times, which literally breathed life into what the Miami Heat wanted to do. And I think Ime Udoka will make some of the necessary adjustments, a big one being Smart on the floor versus Pritchard. And then furthermore, when you look into who has most success defending Jimmy in terms of effective field goal percentage, it's actually Jaylen Brown, and then it's Marcus Smart. But again, if Jimmy, to me, in the half court, is a different challenge than Jimmy getting out off of live ball turnovers, off of a defensive rebound, full head of steam. And so I'm gonna go Smart is available at a decent percentage, or he wouldn't be playing. And I think the Celtics respond, but I might be wrong, and I could very well be wrong on that.
Monica, don't you think this needs to happen, though? And I've seen it over their undefeated postseason at home for Miami. After every game and spending time down in South Florida, going down there for our whole radio kind of affiliate tour that we did, everybody always talks about, and it's a huge headline that deserves a lot of praise. I mean, Gabe Vincent and Max Strus are 2 undrafted players that have been balling out for the Miami Heat. Like, I just want to say that again. 2 undrafted players balling out, and everybody's been singing their praises. If you're the Boston Celtics, you're trying to flip that narrative around. You're trying to have the narrative tomorrow being like, yes, they have 2 undrafted players that start for their franchise in the Eastern Conference Finals, and this is what happens when you start 2 undrafted players. We take advantage of it, we leverage it, and we beat it up so you can't start them anymore, because we have not asked ourselves one time throughout this playoff series, where's Kyle Lowry? When is he coming back? We haven't felt the need to have a sense of urgency about bringing Kyle Lowry back, because Gabe Vincent and Max Strus are doing their thing. They need to flip that narrative.
So
That's very true.
It's funny, though, Jay, because I watched Kyle Lowry a lot through the course of the first game. And he's talking to Gabe, and he's engaged, and he's energetic. And I actually think as this series wanes on, you I think you will miss Kyle's pesky nature defensively and his knack for hitting some big shots as this series continues to get tighter. But I don't know I think the Gabe Vincent and Max Strus thing, while they are undrafted, it's not like they are second-year players. Like, they've been a part of this Miami system. Yeah. I believe Gabe is 25. I think Max is around the same age. And so more than anything, this is the tip of the cap to what Miami does in terms of their system and their development, in the same vein that we talk about what the Warriors do with their system and their development. And so I hear you, but I also don't know it's like they just pull some bums off the street. Because what they've done is made viable and contributing NBA players out of those guys.
I'm just saying, if you're Marcus Smart, if you're Jaylen Brown, if you're Jason Tatum, you're like, come on, man, it's time. Like, you don't look at it that way, Monica.
I mean, sure, whatever you got to do to get out.
Yeah, you have to look at it that way.
That's true.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.